range, but what you want to do is I talked about having the tip of the tongue at the top behind the front teeth, looking up, lift the back, arc up the bum as much as you can. So like I said, if it was like a kid's class, I'd say fart. That idea of arcing. So you're going to get some tip, and then you inhale, that's the inhale, and then exhale and round. And you're pressing the palms through the floor. And you do that a couple of times. So you're going to breathe in, gaze up, lift. Oops, sorry, you might be there. And then exhale and round. And then taking the arms way forward for child's pose. Tuck the toes under to get the stretch in the feet. Inhale, exhale back. You want to palm the floor so you get the palms out as far as you can. And you release the forehead to the ground. And you're pulling the core back, so the shoulder blades are down the back. Forehead is on the floor, I'm just talking, so you're pulling the tailbone back. And then you come back up, and this worked for you, taking the hands under. And have you take your left leg out, so left leg out, turn to the right, open, because I think that'll be fine. And you're going to get a good shoulder. So rotator cuff is this piece. So as much as you can draw the shoulder blade rather down, then the more you'll get a little bit more movement and in through the shoulder too. And you twist, maybe here, and then you come there, and then you take this hand down. And then you're going to take the right leg out. Sorry, I was so in it. You're going to take right leg out, and then turn and twist, and just open through the chest. And you always, when you're looking up, it's like the crown of the head is reaching up, as opposed to lifting, because a lot of people will look up like that, but you want to keep the crown of the head reaching out. And the arm comes back, you're reaching this heel out, opening through the torso. And then you come back, and then coming into the pose that really worked is coming into the side pigeon pose. So this leg comes back, you're basically working the heel back, and I'm just going to show you from this side. You're dropped onto this side of the bum, and you're lifting forward, and I'll show you again. I need a lazy Susan. And you take that leg back, you press there, so the heel's in tight. You'll also see, this is referred to as pigeon. You'll see pigeon done this way. That's not yours. You're going to do this way. So you've got a strong diagonal. This foot presses down, that'll pull your tailbone down. And as much as you can, like you might be really tipped because of the tightness, as much as you can, see how much you can puff your pigeon chest out. So that's the whole idea, is trying to lift from the rib cage. So you're really opening the body forward. Yeah. And then, and of course you can pause this video any instant you need to, because it's brilliant. I just want to cover everything for you. And if you only have a short time, then you'll get it all in. So then you're taking your left heel in close, and again, I just want to show you what it looks like from this side. So you're going to get I'm getting my practice in, and you get the back foot down, and you're dropped onto the left bum, and the heel is in tight, and you're lifting from the rib cage and pulling up, and you feel the chest really open as much as you can, and pulling up. And then the other stretch is to then turn onto your back. Take the right ankle. We always do the right foot first. So you're drawing, you grab behind the knee. You could do this. You could have your foot in the air as well, I noticed. And then you can go under if it's easier, or you can grab here. Just watch that the shoulders don't come forward, because you want the head back. And you always want the gaze to be at the ceiling. And the toes drop back and you're pulling back. The stretch of the ankle helps the shin, the calf, the Achilles, and you pull in as much as you can. And then you're okay also with this. Uncross the ankles, bend them both to the left. The ankles are wide, and that top right knee presses away. So you're getting that good IT band, iliotibial. You're also getting hip, side, and this is the one where you said, Celeste, I don't feel it. So once you took your right arm up, and you press this right knee away, and then you take the ankle on top, and you're just reaching there. And then we come back up, and then you uncross, and then you bend over to the other side, and take this arm up, and if that works, great. Take the ankle, or press that left knee away, And again, maybe you're pausing the video here to get this. And then you can come back up and then cross that left ankle over, press the knee away, grab behind the leg, pull the leg in, upper body back, potentially pulling this leg up, potentially grabbing lower later in the practice or now, and just seeing if that works. And then the crossing of the ankle is really good too. So you're reaching up, so the head comes up, you grab either shins, but you were already able to grab the feet, I believe, right? Yeah, good. And then you pull the ankles across. The elbows bend, and you're pulling across, and the breathing the whole time is in and out through the nose, and so it's like always, it's a more direct connection to the brainstem and olfactory organs, and that causes a greater relaxation effect. So the difference between this and stretching, in stretching you're trying to get to an end result. This you're breathing and you're using the pose to stretch you, but not one part of your body like your arms. The whole body works together, deep breathing. And then you would switch and take your other ankle on top and pull the ankles across, and the elbows are bending. And you just let the upper body relax. And then from there, the other pose that worked, which one was it in? Standing? And it was standing and this one, and oh good. So it was having the knees behind the toes so they don't have any shearing force on the patella. So the knees are behind. You let the hips sit back. And you were okay to do the twist? This one? Yep, I thought so. So here, the precision is that the balls of the feet are together. Heels must be apart, so the feet are parallel. And then you press the knees together, the hips sit back. You're not shifting forward the knees. So again, I'll just get into the absolutes. So the knees cannot come forward. They really must stay back. And then you take that right elbow well across. My shoulder just let go. And then you press. So I have scoliosis, I have degeneration. I have osteoarthritis and osteoporosis in every joint and a lot of osteoarthritis. The movements really help. I'm pretty pain-free, and I think if I didn't practice every day, I don't know. And I can run, I can pretty much do everything. I'm just sharing all that to say, I have no experience with what you've experienced, but I do understand limit. And I've been told that I shouldn't be able to run just because of the way my back is. It's minor, the scoliosis, the S-curves, but I just wanted you to know that the movement is everything. And it really helps to keep up the maximum motion you can get in your range. And then you come up. You might practice this because ever so good. And then coming up. And then how was the balance? The balance looked so even the practice of the balance, because it is going to bring more mobility, like it is going to bring more ability to have balance. So when you're doing tree pose, the foot presses right into the inside thigh, and then you're pressing like this. You can be pretty, it just depends. You just kind of see what happens. Focal point in one spot. You're dropping into the standing leg, and then you're coming down, and then of course you go to the other side. And at any time, take your time to spend time in poses. I just want to give it all to you so that you'll get these ones in. And yes, daily is relevant. If you can do 5 days a week, that's really great. And then just again, finding your center point and breathe.
How long to hold the pauses?
You could stay in the pose for a minute.
Each one?
Each side, yeah.
Each side, okay.
Yeah.
Of all the exercises?
5 breaths. I would stay in 5 breaths. 5 breaths will be about 30 seconds. So if you did 5 breaths, that's good. And if you're finding that things are kind of changing, like I find in that pose, I can feel my hip drops back. I'll stay longer because I can feel the effects of it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a great question. A lot of people will move fluidly like I'm doing. That's great. It's just that sometimes to change the function, like to go deeper into entrainment of the tissue, then it's better to stay and breathe and let everything go into the frames, like to go into the different places it needs to. Yeah. And then also motivation. What was the other one that was really good?
The one that released my neck a bit.
Did we do this?
Yes, we did that. I know that one. I was on the ground.
Okay.
I don't remember what one, but you said, oh yes, your body responded to that.
Yeah, that was when we hugged the knee in and we twisted over. I believe. Does that sound right? We were on the bolster. I wonder if that was it.
I think it was something to do with the bolster.
Yeah. So I think it might have been. So we had the bolster.
I think it was something about the bridge. No, I don't know what it was.
Oh,
Was
yes. Thank you. The bridge. That's right. So the tailbone comes up. The gaze is to the ceiling, so you have a gap. I always want to have the gap. This is a curve. That's natural. So a lot of people will flatten. There's a picture of Marilyn Monroe doing something like that. She's probably looking at her boobs. You want to really keep the head back, shoulders under, interlace the fingers, press, yeah, this was really good for you. And you press the backs of the arms into the ground. You're looking at the ceiling and you keep tilting the tailbone out and pressing into the feet. So the knees come away. A lot of people will squeeze the bum, but you actually want to send the knees away. That gets the tailbone area, hips, buttocks, hamstrings, and really working the hands down. Like I love to press the backs of the arms down because it lengthens my neck, which is where I have a lot of the challenges, like the degeneration. And that just feels really good through the whole spine.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you were great with Happy Baby too. Like bending the knee, bending the knees wide, pulling the feet in. And it's always nice to put a little bit of pressure on each side just to get the area, the sacral area to let go. And then you can let the heels down. You're also okay with straight legs. Like drawing the heels to the ceiling, pulling the toes back, drawing the tailbone, so the bum will come up off the floor. You'll still get that lift, and you're drawing the toes towards the head, and wherever you are is great. The bend in the knees will release the hamstrings so you can get a little bit more range in here, in the low back and the bum, and then you can work on gently, gently, gently as you can, working into the hamstrings. Hamstrings are, they're a lifelong project, but they do get better. And then you come back down, and then we could stop the video there.